I gotta get it, I gotta get it. They act like they made us, you know I'm icy and they hate us, I make a lot of new money, when the not save us, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the res, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, ice on the res, ice on the res, ice on the res, ice on the res, ice on the res.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What is it? Right there in the middle, 55. Express! Mike.
On first down, it's Newton. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard scamper, and the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 6 times he went over 1,000 yards. Here's Clinton Portis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Packers have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
Round, come from a long distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if it was a time to be aggressive, now is it, because there's no time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Rodgers going to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now Newton on first down. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Brown. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Gun.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Nicole Hardman, 93 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Rodgers now to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nicole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one taken from the 7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long, it's Newton. And that's complete to Cooks. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Newton. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Gun.
1st down, Newton. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be caught?
And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Brooks. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. He'll lose about 3 on the play. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, he's got his man Sharp complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away to his left.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers, complete to Jason Witten. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And an alley to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. It's Barkley on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there, defense.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mecole Hardman.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Number 58. Ricky.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Watch it. 54 much.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that's Elliott, complete. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Rodgers. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Rodgers going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run here with Clinton Portis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ken Houston. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.